But
Yeah.
I also wait for calm, like what they tell me.
You look. No, what do you mean? You wait for what they tell you? There's nothing that
Like
they.
if they call out something.
What could they call out?
Off.
I mean, you're half walking. You're walking now. You're not really peeking anything. Now you're running. Now you're missing all your bullets. 10 seconds. You still don't have anything, and you're still looking at the wall doing nothing. It's already.
Well, I can tell you why, because I was not really present at this game because I was looking at my phone. When I use the deagle in games, I suck. But when I like practice, I'm super good with it. But I don't know.
I don't believe you, actually. Sorry. Hello gamer, this is a session with my student Flash. It's around 10k premiere in NA matchmaking, and what you're gonna learn from here is basics of mechanics, how to pick, how to move around the map, as well as some game sense, decision making, and utility. Enjoy the video. Right. So, what do you do on this round usually on city side? Here on dust?
Usually I like to go cat and just like wait until they run into my crosshair.
All right. Like you push cat or?
No, I just wait. I got pushed into the elbow of the cat. I think it's pretty default. But sometimes someone else is going there, and then I switch.
Is this a solo game, by the way, or?
No, that's some people I met. I played with them like 3 times.
You look kind of lost, to be honest. Are you on Discord or?
No, we're not. I'm lost because he took my cat spot. And
there's no such things as spots on pistol rounds. On pistol rounds, it's like very random usually.
Okay.
So it's not like you have to play 3A, 2B, or like some setups. No, pistol rounds are like randomist. Like they're very random,
Yeah.
so you can do whatever you want. You don't need to like. He took my cat spot, so I'll like go there. No, you can still go with him. It's fine. Just so you know. All right. This is fine. Just a quick question. Why are you looking heal when you're here when you're reloading?
Because I think I want to hide.
But you can hide without looking there. You can hide like this, not look there, right? And look here and just instantly re-peek. Without moving your crosshair, you could like hide, reload, peek, right? But you do this.
Yeah.
Hide, you do this, and then you will go peek, and it's like the peek is this stuff, as you can see, like not this. Like you're doing this.
Yeah.
Now when you're peeking, you have to put your crosshair again on the angle, right?
Makes sense, yeah.
So, this thing that caught my mind was like, when you're fighting these guys, right? Okay, you need to reload. Now you can just hide, reload, and peek, right? You don't need to do all these weird things with your crosshair.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like you wanna limit the amounts of like things you're doing. You realize that you have the bomb?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Calm shots.
I think I just marked it for the others.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, can he be short that quick?
No, but I don't know, like I thought someone else would be there, maybe.
There's no else, people. There's last player.
Yeah. See, that's what I...
Nice, it's nice shot.
Thanks. I just like holding angles and just wait until they walk into my crosshair. That's my favorite.
Yeah, a lot of times people will walk into your crosshair on this elo, but as you go higher, they will like swing past it and they will pre-aim at you, so it will be harder to just hold angles. So you're gonna have to have either one of two, like either have like very good angle where it's like an off angle and he will actually walk into it because he's not aware that you can be there, or you have to peek in and out from a default angle. So you have to like peek out, hide, peek out, hide. And you're trying to catch a timing where he cleared that obvious angle that you're in, and while you're hiding, and then you peek out, right? So but for now you can get away with holding those default angles like this. Okay, that's suicide. Smoke, I assume. That's good. Are you gonna try to use it somehow? You can.
Usually, what I do is I wait until it deploys, and then I watch that spot, and then I go tons. Can
Yeah.
I also wait for calm and what they tell me?
You look. No, what do you mean? You wait for what they tell you? There's nothing that
Like
they.
if they call out something.
What could they call out?
Like if they say it's A or it's B or.
What do you mean? It's A, it's B. Like I understand
Like,
those calls happen in your games, but what do you mean? How does it like matter what they say? It's A, it's B.
Just decide which way I focus on to go.
No, that's not okay. That's not how CS works. CS works like this. You have a plan what to do on your position. Let's say you decide to go mid here. You have a plan. Okay, I'm gonna smoke this, and because this is smoked, I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna maybe nade here or molly this, and then you react to what's happening on the map. You don't wait for a call. It's A, it's B. You wait to see what happens. You hear some shots. You look at the radar. You notice what's going on. It's not gonna be perfect info on this elo. You can't just listen to it's A, it's B. It's gonna like fail you a lot. It's gonna fail you a lot if you listen to it's B, for example, because a lot of time someone will think it's B after like 2 flashes and 1 smoke, which can be thrown by 1 guy, and then it's actually A. But you should be.
Makes sense.
You should become, if you want to be good at this game at some point, like, or a lot better than you are now, you need to become deaf to these like calls of like it's A, it's B. You literally deaf to it. You always look at the radar on this elo. You know?
Okay.
Like something's happening, you hear shots, boom, you look at the radar, see how many dots pop up, you see like 3 dots, okay, maybe it's actually the side. But I'm just telling you things like in advance before even seeing. But yeah, you definitely don't want to be like AFK looking at walls, waiting for the calls.
Yeah, you're right.
This is okay. I mean, okay, the shooting.
I don't know what I'm doing here. This is off.
I mean, you're half walking. You're walking now. You're not really peeking anything. Now you're running. Now you're missing all your bullets. I just want to show you something. So here you just got stressed and you didn't time the shots with the strafes. So look at your shots, how they're like. All over the place. Yeah, that's because you're not timing the counter strafes with the shots. Which is the first thing, right? That you need to get good at.
Aiming.
Not aiming was fine, I guess. It was more like timing the counter strafe with the shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was so stupid. I was like, why did I just wait there?
I mean, I think in general you are very clunky and very like slow with your thinking. It's not clean. It's like you're very like. It's like I would see like in boxing, like it would be like a grandpa boxing or something like this, because you're not using the timings. Look. Here, you're gonna, but you can fix it. It's not like because you're 30 something, like you're gonna be like that. No, it's completely not that. That's what I'm saying. Like you need to focus on that. Like here, look, you're AFK for a second. This second matters. This fucking matters that you're AFK here for a second. Now you go like this, right? And instead of cutting the corner, you stop here.
Yeah.
Like you stop for a moment, and now it's good. But like the stop here, boom, this stop. This stop, like you went right and left instead of going straight to the door, right? What are like you're trying to peek into a suicide, but actually, what happens if you see a guy there? You're gonna kill him with the speed to 50? No, you should not even try, right?
Yeah.
You should just instantly go to the door. So you lost like 1 second here, 1 second here, and it all matters. And mostly it matters because if you actually want to push, what you wanna do, what would be good, surprising, is if you could get here. Or if you could like peek stairs. And if you have good timing, you can peek these stairs. You can be here peeking before this guy crosses over to this side. So he could be like in the middle of this space here, exposed to you, and you could be peeking that headshot angle with a pistol. That is possibility if you have a good timing. If you have the first spawn and you run straight to these stairs. But what is even better, you could get here in your elo. Maybe sometimes people will not clear that, right? Or will clear that sloppily. So yeah, you just have a lot of more options here if you have good timing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And here,
you're right.
I don't know. You just forgot that they could be behind not a big deal. So let's see this round. If you're like sloppy again, like with the decisions and thinking, like see, like you're not buying anything, and it's already 7 seconds left, right? For these 17 seconds, you buy a FMAS or you get a FMAS, you sell it. It's 17 seconds.
Yeah.
10 seconds, you still don't have anything, and you're still looking at the wall doing nothing. It's already...
Well, I can tell you why, because I was not really present at this game because I was looking at my phone, and it's because
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, in the end, nobody cares what you were doing, right? Like,
Yeah.
This is the game. You're supposed to be alert and focus on the game. If you're not, that's unlucky, That's happened. Well,
Yep.
Of
You're
course,
right.
I'm gonna be realistic. Like, this is a video game. If you have some important shit that is more important than this game on your phone going on, I don't know, your wife is having a son or something like this. Of course,
No,
do
I was
that shit.
just looking for work, like for my work a little bit. So
Yeah, that's also okay. Like, if you're conscious like of the decision, you're like, I'm playing Counter-Strike, but I know I have to look at my phone sometimes, but I still want to play, even if I know that I will look. I'm completely fine with it. But just so you know, you're gonna play CS better if you only focused on it, obviously, right?
Oh, 100%. But I like that you give it like that you're honest, because that's the only thing that helps.
Yeah. I mean, and also I have no problem with you looking at your phone. If only one thing, you have to be conscious about it. You have to tell me like, Phoenix, I decided, I don't care really about this game. I will look at my phone sometimes. It's okay. But don't tell me, you're like forced to look at your phone, because nobody's forced.
Oh no. I know that. What was that? Like, there was a gun down.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean. Yeah,
Oh no, someone picked that.
Like, to be honest, like with combination of this phone and in general not being so experienced, it kind of looks like you're super lost here in the city. Like, you don't have a plan. I'm gonna do this and that, right?
Yeah, and I am.
This is a nice try. You could play it slightly better, but generally it was not super bad position.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. When I use the deagle in games, I suck. But when I like practice, I'm super good with it. But I don't know.
I don't believe you, actually. Sorry. Like, I don't believe that you're super good when you practice. If you could go deathmatch right now, stream to me and see how I can see how you hit shots in deathmatch, in like real deathmatch versus real people. I swear to God, like, there's no way you could be like insane with it and bad with it in the game.
Yeah.
But maybe versus bots. Versus bots, you feel like you're good.
Well, bots. It's not like I know they're not real players, but the thing is, I think I get nervous when it's real people.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I have the same thing, literally. Like, with bots, I'll be better than in the games. But
even deathmatch is better than regular games, because I know I can just respawn in.
I know. It's the same thing. But the challenge is to put the same pressure on yourself when you're playing these games with bots or the deathmatch as in the real game, right?
Yeah.
So you literally have to like imagine this is so important as the game is important. Yeah. There is two ways to go about it. Okay, I'll go on a bit of a rant psychologically how you can like manage this. There is two ways about it. So one way is to put the same pressure as you have in the games on yourself in the deathmatch. Okay. And this is the way of like visualizing in deathmatch. I'm so pressured. It's like the game. I'm playing for points. Like every kill matters in deathmatch, right? The second way is reversed. So you stop giving a fuck in games, just like in deathmatch.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I prefer the second way because it's less like stress. I just don't give a fuck in the game if I die or not.
Yeah.
It's harder because it's natural to give a fuck. But if you can manage this and don't give a fuck in games, just like you don't give a fuck in deathmatch, then automatically it's good in games, right? But the first way is more common and easier. Just imagine you're playing a game and care about every duel. So, two ways to go about it. So this is a good example. Remember when you said I just like to hold angles?
Yeah.
This is a good example of an angle that by holding, you're making yourself like immobile, and it's kind of obvious for this guy to pick this angle.
Yeah.
So in this kind,
I noticed that.
Yeah. So in this kind of angles, what you wanna do is you want to peek in and out. So for example, or move, like you could be like strafe right, strafe left, strafe right, strafe left.
Yeah.
Or go here on this little ledge and like peek out, hide, peek out, hide, peek out, hide. And when you hear steps, you could also like peek out. I'll show you how in a second.
Actually, I've tried to do that on when I practice. I tried to practice that angle, but I didn't apply it at that round.
Sure. Yeah, this is not something you wanna do. This smoke doesn't really do much.
No, it was off because there were a lot of spots.
Now you also like.
It was super shitty. I know.
You just crouch in the middle of nowhere. I don't really want to watch this side, to be honest, anymore, because you're just not doing good things.
Yeah.
Like you just lost. But let's see the T side. Maybe on T side you do something better. Then it's like having a plan, okay? So you just like literally go on that too. Rewatch the 5-minute video when I'm talking about CT, or like 10 minutes combined, and take like one plan for long, one plan for mid, one plan for B, and practice these plans. For example, a simple plan, if you want to go B, is like this. It's like literally so easy. Like you just cross like this, in this exact manner. You cross, you jump spot, you throw your molly, then you turn around from flashes, you hold the molly, and then you detonate deep like this. And you just learn this, and then you know how to play B. Early at least.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
One simple strat for long. Let's say you spawn long and you want to go long. Okay, instead of going here and being like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, let me throw some random smoke, right?
Yeah.
No. You just go here on an ADR and you practice this molly. So with the first spawn, you were supposed to throw a molly inside the door to block them up from going, right? And you just learn to throw this molly like this. And then you like, let's say, play anti-flash and then you peek out. And you practice this one thing. And it's enough.
Yeah.
Or you can molly, throw a flash, peek out.
That was my first game, and they just invited me. I'm like, they need another player. I'm like, okay. So I kind of warmed up towards the middle.
Sure. It's a B rush. Okay, so you're not jumping with Glock. I will explain this concept on the server, but generally this means you have to jump around with a Glock as the first guy in to offset the crosshair of the first guy who's like aiming at the door, at the entrance.
Oh, that is cool.
So if someone's aiming at that entrance and you just run out like this, let's say he's here, right? Let's say he's here, right? Look, this is just a fast aim / reflex bot running out, right? Easy shot. Like if you practice tracking, it's an easy shot. Come on, like you just guy running in a straight line. But if you jump out, right, and go like crazy, head down, jump out, like make some movement, some weird ass movement, it's gonna be hard to hit you in the head at least. In the body, yeah, sure, you can hit you, but in the head. And the teammates can trade you. So
makes so much sense.
On T side, this jumping with Glock thing. So it's something like this where you run out, and then around this line is where they can get to if they want to peek tunnels, right? So you will be around here, and maybe they're peeking like here. So you should jump around this corner like this, and jump around, and this should be your pathway when entering. So you're offsetting the crosshair of a potential guy here, of a guy on side, right? You're just jumping around this corner, like possibly, like if you want to take it even deeper, you jump with your back, because then your head is like tucked in your body. But that, I guess, requires more movement skill. But it's just enough to just jump like this.
Wow. Yeah.
So you're offsetting the crosshairs.
Makes sense.
It's a good move to
a
do.
lot of sense.
If you watch like pro games, you will see that if they have Mach 10s or they're doing some rushes, always the first person is jumping across the corner to offset the crosshair of the first guy. It's very common strat in Team CS.
Makes complete sense.
You're gonna maybe watch some game of the major or something like this. You'll see.
Yeah.
But you're slightly too slow. Like you're very comfortable like crouching in the middle of the space, right? Like if someone wants to trade you and is good enough to shoot you the first bullet, they will trade you. But they just miss. Okay, this is nice. Do you remember when I told you this guy can peek you here?
Yep.
You should be aware of it when you're running, because this guy from B, he cannot push you here. He cannot be up here.
Yeah.
Before you peek this like area. So you don't need to worry about tunnels as you're running. You don't care about it because they cannot be here by the rules of timing. But they could be stairs, so you have to like look at the stairs when you're running, and then you look at the tunnel.
Yeah, makes sense. But I think it's also because it's so like low elo, and no one really does that.
It doesn't matter. Still like, there's no reason to watch that spot you were watching. Okay, it's a nice fadeaway shot.
That was lucky.
Yeah, lucky slash. I mean, you had to aim at him to hit the first shot, but then they moved away, and the others wouldn't hit if the first bullet didn't hit.
Yeah, I don't know why I planted it for long, because all my players were here and they could peek me there.
Yeah,
So
you should have planted for short, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's important to understand peeking here, because this is how you peek.
Yeah. And that guy can see me and just kills me, like, if he's good.
Yeah, I mean, if he has ult or scout,
yep,
he could kill you. With Famas, probably not. Oh no. So this is how you get exposed to the angle, right?
Yeah.
If someone's on that angle, this is how you peek.
Yeah.
You just walk into the crosshair, right? You definitely need to practice peeking.
Yeah. My crosshair is not placed the right way. I can see that when I...
Yeah.
He saw me and he looked away.
He actually did. He actually did. Again, this is your habit of peeking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And again, you're missing some bullets because of the movement.
Yeah.
You see the bullets on the ground?
Yeah.
Now you hit them.
I was almost there.
Yeah.
It's always, I've always done like that.
Again, you hit the ground.
Yeah.
You see how you don't time the shots?
Yeah.
Here you walk into the angle.
Yeah. Should have like.
Do you know how to slow peek? Do you know how to? Have you learned how to slow peek yet?
No.
Okay, I mean slow peek, silent peek. I mean, you can peek without, because the fundamental thing that you should know is every time you expose yourself to an area where there can be enemies, you are not supposed to be pressing shift.
Yeah.
But then there is a problem that arises. How am I silent without pressing shift? Because sometimes you want to be silent, but you want to expose yourself to areas where the enemies can be. Obviously, you're sneaking up to some area like short, and you want to be silent. You don't want to announce yourself, but you also don't want to press shift because I told you you don't press shift, and you're like, how the fuck do I do it? Well, you do small enough strafes to not make a step, and in between those strafes, you do shift and crouch.
Yeah.
It's a combination. I will show you.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I see all my mistakes, but, like, I don't know how I get so good enough kills. because probably the others are bad, dude.
What is the smoke?
Yeah, terrible.
I mean, so far you haven't used a single good util here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, not a single piece, but I will show you which ones you have this. Ah, this was actually a good sneak out. Okay, so I'll go on refrag. I'll show you a couple of things you need to learn.
Okay.
And then we'll discuss the peeking. I mean, you definitely need to put work on counter-strafing department. Remember when we were, remember in the course when I was showing the first exercise?
Yeah.
You have to do it like very diligently, so you do it actually good. Because like you probably half-assed it or something, and that's why you can't hit it. Or even if you think you did it right, you probably half-assed it anyways.
It's like I practice that, and I go to all the practice maps, and it's working fine. And then I go to the game, and it's like I forget everything I just practiced.
Maybe your standard of fine is like just too low.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like maybe it's just so like maybe because you're not so like experienced, you don't have like thousands of hours. Your standard of fine is different than what I call fine, right?
Yeah. Right.
Like for me, fine is when I practice, like it's every single bot properly picked and properly counter-strafed, every single one. So that's fine for me because it's practice. You know, you can do it as slow as you want to. You don't have to do it for hours. You just have to do it like for 10 minutes. So for that 10 minutes, you have to hit every single bot. But yeah, let's discuss these things first. Now, some simple plans for the P side. This actually I'm not showing in the course because it's one of the new ones I learned. So you just jump down here and you do this mid smoke from here. You look at the second dot and you aim slightly to the right. You go slightly back and you aim at this triangle and you run forward. And this is the molly per short. So you do this combo of util and you're mollying off that peak from a guy. And you're smoking door. So it's like you start the round, you just jump down here. You can do this like literally every round. You do this, you do the molly. Then you can jump spot like this. And then you go. And you just take shots like this.
That's pretty cool.
And then you hold this. Of course, you can nade. This is like a double scroll jump. You'll learn that later. And then you can move up to take shots.
That is really cool.
And the silent peeking that I'm just doing now is like this. I'm talking about it, I'm pretty sure, in the course as well, but I'll repeat it. So it's like a 3-step sequence, okay? So first we visualize the angle, and let's put the bot here for better visualization. So we visualize this angle. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
What is this guy?
He's Jesus Christ.
What the hell is this? Something new on refrag. What? Okay,
probably
so
where you have to aim, like where it will hit or something.
It's even easier then. Well, I guess. Wait, I cannot turn this off. Oh, interesting.
He's holy now.
Yeah, he's holy bot. Well, so anyways, I guess we don't need to visualize anymore to see this shit. But
yeah,
I mean, it helps you. So first you visualize the angle that you want to peek. Then you put your model and your crosshair in a way that you can peek it without moving your crosshair. So it's not like you want to do this. No. You want to put your crosshair, and now without moving your crosshair, you press A, counter-strafe with B, and adjust slightly if you need to, and then shoot. So this is how you should play pre-fire, okay?
Yeah.
And this strafe is not making any sound because it's small enough, as you can see, right? Yeah. I can do these strafes all day, right? AD, DA, AD, DA, right? And they counter-strafe on each of them. So, that's awesome. The way I put my model is also that it gives me space to move out, but because if I put my model here, as you can see, I'm blocking with this, right? So I can't go with A, right? I'm sliding.
Yeah.
So I'm on purpose going closer to the wall, so I'm not gonna block myself with this shit, right? So I go like this and I peek, boom. Okay, I peek this angle, there's nobody. Now I put my crosshair like this and I peek this angle. This is an angle that's in between this and in between this. So I'm isolating like areas. So I cleared this, boom, no one here. Now I cleared this. Now I put my crosshair here and I clear this whole like side. I clear like this with crosshair here, but if he's here, obviously I'm gonna peek and adjust, right? And shoot.
Yeah.
Now I move up with shift, I release shift, I peek again, and I release shift, and I peek again, and I peek again, and I peek again, right? And then I move with shift, and I peek this angle. I kind of expect the guy being here. Then I move with shift, I peek this angle, good. Then I peek side, right? And all these scenarios are gonna be in refrag, right? And also, what you wanna do later on after you learn peeking, this is probably gonna take like 10 or 20 hours of work to master this. So be prepared, put some work into it. But
all I'm doing right now is playing Counter-Strike, so
yeah,
I got the time for it.
Hey gamer, and if all you're doing is playing Counter-Strike, or not, if you're just casual and you wanna speedrun your learning curve and speedrun your process of learning these basics of mechanics or more advanced stuff, here's a solution for you. I've got CS2 Improvement Camp where you can join for 7 days for free and literally go into mechanics section where I explain every single principle of mechanics, moving around the map and peeking, just like in this video, but more in depth. So check this out, second link down below, and thanks for watching the video almost till the end. Peace. But later on, it's gonna be like this. When you're running, you're automatically switching between W and AD. Look, W, AD, AD, W, AD, 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 W, AD, 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 W, AD, 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 a bit of W, AD, a bit of W, AD, 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 S, AD, right? So I only use S and W to reposition my character in relation to the area I want to peek, right? So if I wouldn't have to, I wouldn't press W and S at all.
It's like almost you play like a bot then. It's almost like unnatural.
Yeah.
Because it's it looks so I don't know.
So CS is simplified into this. You move to an area, and then you pick the area with A and D. After you pick that area, so I'll explain it like this. You move to an area with W and S. You pick that area with A and D, right? You cleared this area. This area cleared. Now you can move with W a bit. You clear that area. Okay. This area clear. So you can pick out the next area. This area clear. So now this area is clear for that moment. So you can use W. Pick the next area. So from here to here, right? Okay, this is clear. You can use W. Pick that area. So this is clear. Okay, you pick that area. So now this whole area is clear. So now you can move W again. So you're actually like a bot because you're like, you pick the area, then you move to the next area. Now you pick that next area with AD, and on pre-fire, just to present it to you how it looks like in practice, it's gonna be something along these lines. Picking an area, killing the bot. Picking an area, no one. Picking an area, no one. Picking an area, no one. Moving because no one's here, because I just killed him, so I can move. Picking an area, oh, what the fuck? Picking an area, 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 picking an area.
I have to practice that.
See how I'm like, awesome. Oh, I fucked up, so I go back, right? And that's how it goes. And this is the art of peeking. And there is fucking 21 scenarios here, and there is multiple maps. You just need to like really dig deep into it. And one more motivational thing to practice this will be this. So, why do you think I don't ever do this like in my life ever again? These things, like I just done it a lot before, and why do I not have to do this again? These practices.
I don't know.
Well, because if I practice this correctly, right, I am able to peek this shit without bots. What does happen then? What does happen then? Then, in the real game, I'm still peeking these angles like this, right? Which means I don't need to play it with bots. I'm actually practicing playing real game without anyone on these angles, right?
Yeah, it makes sense.
So I'm still practicing playing an actual like face it or matchmaking game, right? Because I'm like, I know this. But before you know this, it's helpful to kill those bots on these scenarios, right? Yeah. Oh, this is a good place for this like util set that I just showed you. Of course, they're not gonna be that close, and you're not gonna fight these angles.
No.
Like these ones, you probably. I mean, this one. I mean, I kind of like the lag compensation that they created. It kind of feels faster to hit those targets. They put the pod here? No. Yeah, anyways.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. I need to do that.